You're fine.
It's very anime.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It is the 9 p.m. hour here at NERDBOT. And you know what time it is on that Wednesday at 9 p.m. It is time for Anime Weekly, your one-stop shop for anime and all things anime related. We're talking here about the kawaii philosophy. Thanks, Monswizzle, on Instagram for that. We are your hosts, Shelby McWeeb and Andrew J. Landy. Shelby, how are we tonight?
Oh my gosh, it's Anime Expo week. It's not. It's a week before Anime Expo. It's Anime Expo Eve. So we're stressed because we have a lot to do.
Like Anime Expo Eve, that would be like that. Would that be like the -1? We're not even there.
May I interject? We have 12 more days. Okay.
12 more days.
12 more days.
So
Thank you.
Being that we have only 12 more days of until Anime Expo hits, we've invited Sami Speed, who is well within the Anime Expo world. Sami, thanks for joining us today.
I am so excited to be here, guys. Thank you so much for having me on Anime Weekly. I'm excited. Very, very excited.
All right, so you know the drill, folks. While you're doing this, make sure you are sharing out the stream.
Yes.
Make sure you're sharing it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Vero, MySpace. Tell your next door neighbor. Tell your upstairs roommate. Sit down with them. Grab a bowl of popcorn, grab a nice frosty beverage, and sit down and enjoy. And, of course, make sure you are chiming in the chat. We want to hear from you guys. Again, this is a show where we're talking with you, the fans, and getting your input on what's going on in the anime world. Again, Anime Expo is in the house tonight, and I am being told, an AX badge is up for grabs tonight. Is that correct, Sami Speed?
What? Yes, that's actually absolutely true. There is a complimentary 4-day Anime Expo badge that will be actually given out tonight.
Oh.
Shelby, do you know how we're going to be giving out this badge?
Okay, so in order to get the badge, you have to share out the stream, and you have to answer a trivia question about this year's Anime Expo.
Okay. So the first things first, make sure you have shared out the stream. Share it out, Facebook, Twitter. Again, all types of social media.
Yep.
Everything's valid, but we got to see that you shared it out on Facebook
and
at
like
least.
the page.
And of course,
Anime
like the page.
Weekly. Come
Yes.
like the page on Facebook. They
Yeah.
work so hard.
See,
Yeah.
wow, it's like I don't even have to do my job. She's plugging for us. This is great. But yeah, folks, make sure you've shared it out. We will do the giveaway later in the show, so stay tuned because who knows? The information in today's show could be used for tonight's trivia question. Again, count them, only one Anime Expo badge is up for grabs. That is, I believe, again, a 4-day badge. Sami Speed, is that correct?
That's correct. I think they're right now valued around $118, $120 for a 4-day badge.
Oh my God, that's like a gallon of gas in SoCal.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's worth it, though. I promise. It's completely worth everything. There's actually lots of really cool things, really cool premieres, and everything that'll be debuting at Anime Expo this year. So I'm really excited to talk about that once we get there.
Okay. So, but first, as always, we like to start off with a little bit of anime news. So, and of course, our specialist Shelby has the hot scoops on what's been going on in the anime world. Shelby, grace us. What's been going on so far?
I actually prepared a lot of Anime Expo news for the theme.
Even better! Wow, it's like Sami doesn't have to do her job now. It's like Bizarro World. We
I
all
don't
like switch
even-
seats.
Do I even need a job anymore? Shelby, I'll just go ahead. We'll have a day where you can come in the office, you come and sit in my desk, and you just be Sami for the day, and no one will question it because you were just doing the job.
Okay. So my favorite Anime Expo news is the Pop Team Epic producer and the English cast for Devil's Line is going to be here. So can you tell us any more about that?
So from right now, I can tell you is that just that announcement's up, it's out. We're actually really excited. There's a lot of English premieres that we'll be having at Anime Expo. There's actually 14 premieres. Some of them are English dub premieres. Some of them are world premieres.
Whoa.
Never been seen before and will be at the Los Angeles Convention Center during Anime Expo.
Oh,
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
So you're telling me that if it's premiering at Anime Expo, it's never been seen before, you can't get it anywhere else, so you have to be at Anime Expo. So that makes that 4-day badge that we're giving away quite more enticing.
Yeah, Attack on Titan Season 3 will be premiering. My Hero Academia will be having its North American premiere. But don't worry, the English dub will be coming out a little bit later. Funimation's been really great about actually getting their English dubs real quick when it comes to Attack on Titan. Also, Kangon Ashura, and Ingress and the Revision.
Ingress. Wow, that's a name I've not heard in a very long time.
Lots of very great premieres. We pride ourselves a lot on the premieres, and I'm very humble that I work with such an amazing convention to have great content that we're just providing to our attendees and to the community, of course.
Good. We got a lot of people in the chat right now sounding off. I see Lamar
We
Harris,
better.
of course. Jordan Brown tuning in. Thanks, Brianna DeCosta as well as Lena Nguyen. Ray Matthew Cabado. I'm going through the list here. Dallas D. Green says, cannot wait for AX. We definitely share your sentiments. Greg Hammer is definitely listening in. Daniel Somaleda, the Joker, says, a 4-day badge. Who canceled? LOL JK. I can't believe how many premieres are going on at AX this year. It's almost like I don't know where I'm going to be spending my time. I mean, I know actually where, but if I'm a random congoer and I'm just an attendee, there's so much to go. I have like my pick of whatever's
Nuts.
there.
There's so much to do. There's almost over. I think the last time we counted was like a little bit over 800, almost 900 hours of programming.
Eesh.
And that doesn't even include the live stream either. That it's just nuts, the amount of content and everything for people to watch and to enjoy. The amount of it's crazy. It is so crazy.
Very good. Jordan, by the way, says, Sammy, you are beautiful. I miss you.
Jordan Brown. I haven't seen you in ages. I
Right.
think ALA actually is the last time I've seen Jordan Brown.
It's been a while. So we got a lot of people showed up. Again, folks, you are tuning in to Anime Weekly, your one-stop shop for all topics anime and anime-related news. We're your hosts, Shelby McWeeb and Andrew J. Landy. Anime Expo, the upcoming big Titan convention, is coming up here. And we have Sammy Speed, who is a part of the Anime Expo team here. She is our guest.
I am so excited to be here tonight. Thank you, guys.
Sammy, before we continue on, can we reveal what your official title is?
I am the Interactive Experience Manager.
Interactive Experience, okay.
That means I actually manage 9 departments within Anime Expo, and those departments are, and not limited to, because I love all of my volunteers. You guys are amazing. After hours, I have AMVs, AX Dance, game shows, Lounge 21, Maid Cafe, and Butler Cafe, Manga Lounge, and Quiet Lounge. And actually, Maid Cafe gave me a gift this past week.
Oh,
it's a jersey.
we gotta zoom in on that jersey real quick.
So
Shout outs to the X Maid Cafe.
we got new branding and new logo this year.
Yes.
And the girls gave me a jersey. It's actually got the year I started managing on the back, and it's got
that's so
a
cute.
nickname.
Yeah, I don't know if the camera's gonna catch that, but
no,
it does say Mama
I know.
It says
San.
Mama San.
I'm just showing you guys.
Oh,
right now.
okay. So
No, I cried when I got it.
Oh.
Of course.
So again, lots of stuff going on at AX this year, AX 2018, folks. But again, if you're watching this stream, make sure you have shared it out, and make sure you are staying tuned, because towards the end of the show, one Anime Expo 2018 4-day badge is up for grabs, completely free of charge. That's right. It could be any one of you watching the stream. So again, make sure you share out the stream, because that's one of the prerequisites to earning the badge. But again, also stay tuned towards the end of the show, because we have trivia and anything that could be used in the show, or anything that might not be in the show could be used as trivia tonight. So you want to stay tuned. Make sure you have all the knowledge necessary. A lot of people chiming in the chat, saying they've never actually been to the Maid Cafe. Some say they do want to go to one. So Dizzy D says never been to AX. Whoa.
What a good stream to start watching on.
Yeah, we got a lot of people here. We have the head of Interactive, basically.
Interactive experience.
Interactive experience,
So my areas carries any entertainment that actually interacts with attendees. So a big part of my job is just thinking about the guest experience and how Anime Expo interacts with attendees. I've been a big part of, actually, the community is a big part of like what I think about and what I sleep on every day. Honestly, I mean, Drew, you and I have worked together with smaller conventions before I was at Anime Expo. How many years ago?
Stop aging me, please. Stop aging me. Well, okay.
He hates to be aged.
I'm like 1,000,000 years old already. All right. We worked together in, I believe, 2013 or 2012. It was 2013 at PMX before you transitioned into the more management style roles, and I became the performer that everybody thought I was going to be, like 8 years ago.
I remember reading. It was really sweet. There was a post that Shelby actually posted. I think a week or so ago about approaching Andrew for this opportunity of being with Anime Weekly. I've been watching Anime Weekly for months, by the way, because yeah,
Senpai noticed us. Senpai noticed us.
We did it.
No. I am not senpai. I am a member of the community, and I love anime. And Andrew and I have been friends for a very, very long time. So, and that's a big thing is when you're in the community, you need to support other people. And so that's been what I've been watching is just Anime Weekly. And like, this is a really cool channel that is honestly so integrated in the community and listening to everyone and being super interactive. Oh, interactive, you say.
Oh, dear.
And honestly, well, we used to MC together.
We did.
Back in the day.
That was how we got
We used to do our laps around the small conventions, and that was honestly how I got my feet wet with just working with small conventions as well. ALA is like one of my little home small conventions where I started out.
Right.
Shout out to Allison Meyer. Honestly, thank you so much for giving us these opportunities. Drew and I are where we're at because someone believed in us.
Right. All right, looking into the chat really quick. JC Ante says, Shelby! Giving a big shout out. We've got people in the chat clamoring about Butler Cafe, saying a couple of them said, hey, went 2 years ago. Sarah Say says, I went to the Butler Cafe about 2 years ago. Excited to try it again this year. There are people in the chat whom I will not name. These are familiars of mine who say I need to do the Butler Cafe. We're not going to go there.
You're so busy.
I have too much stuff to do. Got to give a shout out also to Clark Wallace for tuning in. Clark is not a good friend of mine. Have not seen him in a minute. So thanks for tuning in. And again, thank you to everybody who's tuned in here for Anime Weekly. Again, your one-stop shop for all things anime and anime-related news. Hi, I learned how to talk, apparently.
May I have a moment to talk about Butler Cafe?
Oh,
Yes,
please.
many
Maya,
moments.
please.
We actually just announced that Voltage Inc., which is a video game company based in Japan, which does like Otome games, romantic games, dating games, and whatnot. They've partnered with Butler Cafe. I'm so excited. I'm so proud of my guys at Butler Cafe that we'll be having this partnership, this collab, because it's very common in Japan where a lot of cafes they actually collab with like other video games or trading cards, or even like Square Enix has their own cafe out in Japan too. So this is like one step closer, and the boys at Butler Cafe have been working so hard, and the reactions we've been getting from the crowd, they've been so humbled, and we're so excited to be bringing you all a great show at AX 2018.
There
so
it is.
buy your tickets now because it's going to sell out when we get to show.
Or, wait for the end of the show. Make sure you share the stream and hope that you win that free ticket to Anime Expo 2018. Because, again, remember, folks, one ticket, one 4-day badge is going out at the end of this show to the person who, one, shares the stream, and two, wins our trivia challenge. Again, only one. There can be only one.
Only one.
And anyway, so
One waifu to rule them all.
right.
That's you this week.
No, Shelby.
So
I bow to you.
Michelle
All the
Penx.
cosplay
Oh,
waifus
gosh.
you do.
So Sammy does have the crown above her head. We have a
Oh
question.
yeah, it's
actually,
too late now. It's too late. That's branded there forever.
We have a question from Michelle Pengson, who is asking, are the AX Butlers going to have their own Otome game?
That's a great opportunity for us to consider for the future. Why, thank you. Why,
Okay.
thank you.
So in the future, so look to see that for future events. Okay, very good. Danny Leong, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. All right, what other news do we have for AX? Because I know there's so much going on right now.
Oh my gosh. So, you know what, Shelby? You want to do this?
Yeah.
So one of my favorite things is the Aquas are going to be here.
Hey.
So
Annie
is that on your list?
Song!
Annie Song, that's a jumping point?
Annie Song is back for a third year, guys.
Okay.
We have heard you're raving, just wanting to hear that anime music. It's back for a third year. It's going to be 3 days this year at the Microsoft Theater during Anime Expo. And if you have an AX badge, you can go ahead and buy a ticket to go enjoy those concerts. I believe there's Japan Super Live. There is Kawaii Live where the Aquars are at.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, we have so much going on with Annie Song.
Yeah.
Please come check it out.
I
There you go.
bought 2 tickets.
Nice.
Shelby, yes.
Shelby is an avid supporter.
I want to see a selfie, please.
They don't let you. Sometimes they don't let you take them.
Oh no.
Yeah,
So
right.
like I can draw you
you're
one.
Right, you're right. Yeah.
Right. Jenny Nordhook. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. It says Yuki Kajura is going to be there. So that's good. We have another question from the chat. April Villagrana is asking, never been to either Butler or Maid Cafe, but what's the difference between regular and after dark cafes?
So the After Dark is actually the branding for Maid Cafe, and that's the 18 plus Maid Cafe show that we have. I believe it's at 7:30 and 9 p.m. this year. I'm not 100%. Please double check our website for the show times on that. But our girls are dressed, our dancers are dressed as bunnies for the After Dark shows, and our girls are showing a little bit more skin, and it's a little bit more flirty, and it's a little bit more adult content, but it's all great fun. Please be good to my girls. Please. There's also rules. It's also really fun and whatnot. For the butlers, the 18 plus shows is actually called Dark Romance. And same thing, it's a little bit more flirty. There's a little bit more skin. And we have a really spicy show that we've actually been rehearsing since December.
Spicy.
Spicy.
Very good.
Since
Cool and
December
spicy.
that we've been doing rehearsals, and everyone's been working so hard. And I'm so proud of all of you, butlers and maids. Thank you so much for coming together to make these shows so special.
Oh, very good, very good. So a lot of fans in the chat loving even more of the content that we've got. Sarah says, I am super excited for the new anime film premieres for this year, especially Kase-san and Morning Glories.
Okay, that was one of the things I want to talk about too.
All right, go
We
for it.
just announced that.
There's a lot of premieres at this year's Anime Expo, which is really great because, well, first of all, there's the My Hero Academia movie, which is really good, and that's
Thursday.
Yeah, a lot of people have already got in line now for that, so I'm really excited to see how big of a thing it'll be. I'm really excited for it too because it's the movie.
It is indeed.
It is the movie. And if you're lining up early, guys, please remember, pack yourself some water, snacks, get some sleep.
Please.
This
take
is
care
the
of
end of the line, though.
yourselves.
So, Toys Ill at Alhambra is the end of the line. So,
yes.
get over there.
Yeah. The premieres have just been growing more and more every year at Anime Expo. I am so excited.
All right, jumping into the chat, I see an Albert Ayala in the chat. Thanks for joining in here. Dizzy D saying, I can do private security for the bunnies. They appreciate it. Kurt Bros is in here. And the Robert Hemingway, of course. What's up, Robert Hemingway? Yes, we got a lot of love for the My Hero Academia movie. Okay, so I'm being told it's Jenny Nordhook, okay, because it rhymes with board book. That's... I apologize wholeheartedly if I'm butchering everybody's name. So I'm going to take a quick moment. Again, folks, you are watching Anime Weekly, your one-stop shop for all things anime and anime-related news. Here is where you learn about the kawaii philosophy. Your hosts, Shelby McWeeb and Andrew J. Landy, we're taking you through Anime Expos in the house with the head of the interactive experience, Sami Speed. I'm going to take one quick moment to plug a smaller con that's coming up this weekend. Titan Con is actually coming up this weekend. So Shelby and I actually are hosts
we are the hosts. We are the exclusive guests? Featured guests.
Featured guests, yeah.
We are featured guests, and we are hosts of Titan Con.
So, folks, if you're busy waiting for that Anime Expo fix and you just need to get out and get your con on, make sure to come to Titan Con. I know it's limited tickets left. They're back at general admission. I think it's $15 a piece. But that's at CSU Fullerton this weekend, Saturday, June 23rd. Do check it out. Again, we are basically, we're the MCs, and we're going to be all over that place. So make sure, come by, say hi, get some cosplay in, and, do some cosplay testing there in preparation for the behemoth that is Anime Expo. So, good stuff, folks. So, again, TinyCon coming up this weekend. Good precursor to the giant Anime Expo, indeed. Checking in with the chat really quick.
Mark Carmona, I see you in the chat.
There it is.
Shout out. There it is.
Very
Marky
good.
Mark is one of my assistant butlers.
Really?
Managers. And he's actually done a couple of the modeling with AX merch. There was a very large reaction to the AX merch lookbook that we actually launched, I think, a week or so ago. And I think our marketing team was actually really smart with some of the models that we had There was one of our maids that was a part of it, one of our butlers, which is Mark Carmona, and then there was also a musician, Chuck Nunn, was also tagged in there as well. And I'm really excited about that merch. So,
very good.
Marky Mark,
Marky
you
Mark.
have been noticed.
So wait, so Marky Mark is one of your butlers. Does that make the rest of the butlers under him the Funky Bunch?
By law, yes.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Actually, by law, yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, you totally did.
I did not do that.
Yes, Mark. Yeah, your boss just made all of your butler team. They're now the Funky Bunch.
It's too late.
Michael Avellino, though, is the head butler, leading butler, and the deepest of them homies.
Very good. Okay, so that's very good. I'm just going through the chat right now. A lot of people are talking now about taking care of yourself, since we kind of briefly touched on that. Taking care of yourself at AX when it comes to proper hygiene and proper rest tips. Sam, what are some things you would recommend to con-goers that are going to Anime Expo, especially if you're a first-timer?
Everyone, I recommend to treat it like a camping trip. Honestly, you are either commuting in LA, or you're commuting from San Diego sometimes. Actually, they're taking the train, and you're coming up. Take a shower before you get to the con. If you're staying at a hotel, take a shower before you get to the con. When you get to the con, make sure you have a backpack with a water bottle, with snacks, with a map, or the mobile app. Brand new Anime Expo mobile app.
Oh, we got a new mobile app?
Yeah, I already downloaded that.
Yeah.
It's really,
that's
really
good.
cool.
Download that now, because
Nice.
that's going to have all of the up-to-date panels, programming that's going on. Our program guide went to print about a couple weeks, and there's always just so much more new content that's being pumped through, even
Right.
leading to the very last moment at Anime Expo. I mean, I think there's people saying oh, we have a special guest here, or a surprise panel here, or a special premiere over here as well too. So as long as you have that mobile app, you'll be updated and being pushed notifications. I know there's some music festivals and events that also do the push notifications.
Right.
So if you have that app, you get to be given up-to-date information on what's going on.
Okay, very good, very good. Looking through some of the chat is also chiming in. Lamar is asking, can we bring external food and water to Anime Expo?
I'm trying to think about the security measures. So if you have it inside of your backpack, I think you should be able to be fine with if it's snacks, water, it's how you're going to survive. Don't be bringing in 14 pizzas.
Has that been an issue before?
Can I do that?
Sometimes people just want to if you're outside in the entrance areas of West Hall and South Lobby, out the outside side,
Right.
please, by all means, if you want to have your 14 pizzas and share and make friends, because the community is cool and lit like that, by all means. But don't bring 14 pizzas inside of the LACC.
There's
is
other
frowned
ways
upon.
to make friends.
I know. I mean, I don't think security wants to check through all 14 of your pizza boxes. So
I mean, they're probably going to steal a bunch of your slices. Let's be real. Dude, they're hungry. I mean, dude, free food while I'm working? Come on, man. Another thing that the chat is chiming in on. No cologne showers or Axe showers, please. If you're the sprays aren't gonna mask any funk, guys and gals. If you are there, please make sure get a chance to bathe, shower, do whatever it takes. Wear deodorant, antiperspirant. Take care of yourself. That con funk is no
Brianna
fun.
said it great. Plus ultra clean.
Yes, that's right. We actually had someone in the chat episodes back who was selling My Hero Academia themed soap. So,
Yes.
you remember
yes,
that?
I bought that actually.
Really?
Yeah.
And how does it smell?
It smells really good.
Yeah,
Let me
it's-
pull up the Instagram.
They were
Keep going.
actually at the GeekCon at UC Riverside. I
Yes,
believe,
they were.
Right. So I'm also being told, by the way, that per my plug earlier, general admission tickets for TitanCon are completely gone now. They've reached cap. So
No way.
amazing. Good job
for
to
them.
Good
oh
job.
My God.
Yeah.
good stuff. So
Yeah.
Lamar is saying hashtag Axe is not a shower needs to be trending during AX. That's terrible.
Wow.
Oh gosh. Okay. Wendy Lou is also saying, please carry minty gum, a little travel-sized mouthwash, or Listerine strips. That's great. Great tip, of course. A lot of good stuff here. So, folks, even just from us and also from your general convention family and all the anime fans here, a lot of good tips to make sure that your con experience is very pleasant. So, very good. Dizzy D is saying that Plus Ultra Clean smells like Deku after battle. So, the smell of blood.
Smell of bruised arms.
Yeah, the smell of broken arms and bloody appendages.
Yeah.
That's pleasant to you.
He did his best. I think the Japanese term
He does his best.
You did your best.
He
Thank
does
you.
his best.
He
No,
did his best.
Chuck, not a bathtub of axe. No, you are terrible. If you guys are wondering, Chuck Nunn is in the general seating area, and he's trolling us from in the chat here. Shout outs to Chuck Nunn.
Take that stuff back to your base bot show.
Oh gosh, yes, that's right. Okay, so again, folks, if you're wondering what's going on tonight, again, you've tuned into Anime Weekly. This is your one-stop shop for anime news, all anime topics, everything related. You're going to learn about the kawaii philosophy here. Your hosts, Shelby McWeeb, Andrew J. and Landy. We have the head of interactive experience at Anime Expo, Sami Speed. Give it up for Sami Speed, ladies and gentlemen. Again, folks, one AX badge, that is a 4-day badge, is up for grabs tonight.
If you didn't share out the stream, then you're fired.
So make sure you have shared out the stream. Tell your friends they have a chance if they have not gotten that badge yet. Share the stream and then pay attention because anything in this episode could potentially be used as the information we use for the trivia contest. So make sure you stay tuned towards the end of the show. Also want to give one more quick shout out for another convention as I'm boring my co-host.
I'm sorry, I can't stop yawning.
It's totally fine. It's actually fine. But one last plug before we continue on. Speaking of conventions, I believe September 22nd, I believe.
Yes.
There's a con coming up then in Pasadena called NERDBOT Con. Yes.
What?
That is right. NERDBOT Con is a go, folks. That is coming up. Where's that graphic? I need that graphic.
Damn it, Oh,
there it
never
is.
mind,
Saturday, September 22nd, 2018, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tickets are on sale now. That is at the Pasadena Convention Center. Folks, if you have not been to a NERDBOT Con, it is just as fun as any other convention, if not more fun. Great crowd. Great events going on. If you are looking to be a vendor, by the way, vendor registration has gone online, of course. But, hey, even if you're not, make sure you get your tickets sooner rather than later because NERDBOT Con is also a huge gas. Again, Saturday, September 22nd, 2018, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Pasadena Convention Center. So do not miss that at all. That's one of the great – dude, this whole con family. There's so many cons here, but there's so much love to go around. NERDBOT Con's going to be coming up later on in the season. And, of course, that's one way to keep the good times flowing as we head towards, again, the giant, the massive Anime Expo 2018. So, good stuff.
Good stuff.
Oh, very good. Oh, and so
I know that neck.
So if we're looking on the screen right now, I believe that's some of the new merchandise.
That is. We launched a lookbook for the AX merchandise. I believe last week, actually. Our marketing team has been working so hard on just like taking notes and doing research and listening on Twitter and listening to the AX attendee base on what items they would like to actually purchase for at Anime Expo.
That jacket, though.
Yeah.
That jacket.
Okay.
It's a nice jacket.
It's a nice jacket.
There's also a portable cell phone charger, like a battery pack.
Oh.
People can know I'm a weeb when I'm charging my phone now.
Yeah,
This is
exactly.
great.
There's also
Science is amazing.
There's exclusives this year as well. Lounge 21 has a shot glass and a pint glass that you can only get at Lounge 21. Maid Cafe has a charm and a coffee mug and coasters you can get by going to Maid Cafe. In addition, there's a lot of really cool T-shirts and other merchandise items that's going to be, I think they open on day 0.
Okay.
I believe.
So you're telling me
pre-show, yeah, they open at the same time pre-show starts at 6 p.m. on July 4th.
So you're telling me it's kind of like a scavenger hunt almost, or it's like one of those. It's one of those like little like 50 state kind of deals where you want to collect a quarter from every state. Okay, cool. All right, so
collect
Thank you,
everything.
producer Rob.
okay, so
Thank
producer
you,
Rob,
Rob.
producer Rob on fire. By the way, welcome back to producer Rob, who has graciously come back from his mandatory vacation. Producer Rob, aka the quickest trigger at NERDBOT, getting the images up that we need. So shout out to Sam. Welcome back. By the way, this is the portable. Okay, so this is the portable charger. Is that right, Sam?
That is the portable charger. I'm not sure on the specs. Unfortunately, I don't have that off the top of my head, and it's not in the lookbook. But if you actually go to the website, oh, thank you, 8,000 milliamps.
8,000 milliamps. Okay, that's not bad at all. That'll get you a lot of good charges. That'll help you out when you're in line
It
at
looks
Anime
snazzy
Expo,
too. Shoot.
waiting for that panel to begin, whether it be the crazy main events that are going on, or if it's some of the other.
I
industry
mean,
panels
that's something
that
you should be putting in your backpack too, along with your water and your snacks.
Exactly.
And like just, I guess, deodorant, something we're pushing right now.
No,
Yes.
no, we need showers. No deodorant. Not even cutting it anymore. You need to shower. That's been established.
Yes.
If you're not showering, you can't win the pass.
Bring your cell phone charger, and also bring a battery pack as well too, because Anime Expo has had an average of 100,000 people at the LACC. That's also 100,000 people battling for cell phone service.
Yeah. That's okay, because the three of us, we're going to be way too busy to be on our cell phones at that point, so it's okay for us. We're not going to have to worry about that. That's quite okay. Just looking through the chat again. Biko Nicholas Poindexter Hodge says NERDBOT is awesome. Thank you, Biko Nicholas.
Is the stream stuck?
I don't know yet, but it doesn't matter. Let's just keep going.
Okay.
Apparently, according to Shibu Mazumder, Rob is having my baby.
Good.
Ice Han is asking, will there be enough pins compared to last year? Will there be enough pins?
I would hope there is.
We would hope.
Well, I mean, we'll see. I know a lot of items tend to sell out at the merch booth, the Anime Expo merch booth. There's 2 this year. There was 2 last year as well. Just get there early. That's kind of like the rule of thumb, too. Get in line early, get merch early, and whatnot. I see Matt Merkovich in here. Hi, Matt.
Merkovich, very good. Maybe, oh gosh, this is it. Jenny Nordhook says, maybe security should do shower checks with the bag checks. That's savage. Okay, all right, it looks like everything's good now. Everything is good. Okay, shower check. I'm sorry, that actually threw me off here.
So it did freeze because Bree said that we got to see Sammy's pretty face even longer.
Oh,
yeah, I saw the freeze. It's a very animated face of Sammy.
All right, very good. Okay.
Thank you guys for putting up with that.
Okay.
I'm going to go die in a corner somewhere now.
Can we get that screenshotted, ladies and gentlemen? If you that's fine. Folks, again, if you are surviving the freezing process on Facebook here, hey guys, you're watching Anime Weekly, your one-stop shop for all things anime and animated related news. This is where you're going to learn about the kawaii philosophy, folks. Your hosts Shelby McWeeb, Andrew J. Alandi, and our guest for this evening, the head of interactive experience at Anime Expo. Give it up for one Sammy Speed, whose face you got to see in a freeze frame earlier.
It's quite beautiful. I've been told that I should actually be in beauty pageants, so that face is the reason.
So, folks, again, if you are interested, there is one 4-day badge, completely complimentary, up for grabs tonight. So, if you want that badge, a chance at that badge, first thing you got to do, you got to make sure you're sharing out the stream on Facebook, Twitter, whatsoever. Get it shared out, at least on Facebook, right? Share it to your friends. Next thing, in a couple of minutes, and by a couple, it could be 10, could be 15, but you've got to stay tuned to the entire show. Towards the end, we will be running one trivia contest for one lucky winner. The lucky winner will receive a 4-day badge to Anime Expo 2018. It is complimentary, so we will take care of that. Shelby, yes.
I'm being instructed to talk more. I am so sorry. I keep on yawning. I'm so sorry. Normally I talk more. I'm gonna do my best for you guys. This is my start dash. I'm going to do my best. I'll talk as much as humanly possible.
That's quite all right. Yeah, you're doing great.
All right. So Tokyo Tribes creator Sanata Inoue joins AX.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that gave me so many nightmares when I was very young. Does anyone else know Tokyo Tribes? Because I need a therapist.
You need what? I'm curious as to what this is.
There was a shock video of a clip of Tokyo Tribes. So Tokyo Tribes is one of it's a very intense anime.
Okay.
And there was a one scene that's so traumatic that when you're 13 and you watch it on YouTube, you can't stop thinking about it, and now you can't talk because you're thinking about it too much. What about you? Did you ever see? I
have yet to see Tokyo Tribes because I I respect the Japanese culture and
No,
everything.
I respect it, but
So much respect. That's why with the scary shit and the scary anime and the scary horror films that they actually do, it's like I'll watch the trailer, and from that is where I get my nightmares from, and so I'm like, thank you for that. But I'm good. I'm super good. I'm not. I like my sleep very much.
The chat is agreeing with you. We've got Daniel Somaleda saying, "Damn Tokyo tribes, why must you bring?" So they're talking to you guys. Why must you bring that memory back in my head? Robert Hemingway says, "You are not alone," and the Joe Palmer is going, "No."
thank God, I thought I dreamed that.
Okay.
So there's a lot of different. So for the Anisong World Matsuri, there are a lot of really, really, really good bands. Specifically the Aquars. It's technically the third time the Aquars will be at Anime Expo, correct?
That is correct. But I believe the first time they didn't exactly perform or sing.
No, they didn't perform. They did a panel.
And then the last time, I mean, unfortunately, I wasn't there, and I didn't know what their performance participation was last year, if they sang or not. But this year, I know there's like a huge reaction. So all I can think of is either a second time that they're performing and singing, or it might be like that they're actually doing a full-on concert. I apologize for not knowing all the details.
Don't worry, I'm here.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's
Shelby
both of
can help me
you.
out with
Yeah,
this.
I got you. We got
I
the
mean, one
specialist
day,
here.
like, I'm not going to be at my desk. Shelby's going to be there, and they're not going to know the difference of either me or Shelby being at my desk. Because they're like, oh, hey, Sam, Weeb, great. Can you get this and this and this done? Great. Oh, you're blonde now. Beautiful hair. Okay, please carry on.
I'll find a Maid Cafe like jersey and
Oh, I have a spare, actually.
my Sammy Speed cosplay.
Hey. Oh, Sammy Speed cosplay. Oh gosh.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So the Aquars have, it is their third year. They did a panel the first year. The first year I was like, I'm never going to get into this moe crap. I don't need this.
Right.
Disgusting. And then the next year I was like, wow, I have to buy the tickets right now for the Idol concert. So they did share a concert with like Idol Master, Cinderella Girls, and also Wake Up Girls, and other acts and everything like that. But this year, they get their own concert. They get their own concert. And I bought a solo ticket, so I hope if anybody is in like row G, I hope you're nice, because we're going to be friends for like 2 hours. But they get their own concert, and we're going to enjoy it. Right?
Are you guys going to Otage?
Yeah. There's actually supposed to be like they're going to make a rainbow with wotas and everything like that.
What?
There's like an online campaign, like an online
That's cool.
chain
That's cool.
letter
Oh,
to
gosh.
make like a big rainbow for each girl. So I
Hey.
think I'm in Road Chica, but like everybody is, because I
good.
didn't pay a lot of money.
Actually, speaking of concerts, there's a couple other really cool concerts that are coming at Anime Expo if you guys have a moment for me to talk about.
yeah, for
Hit it up.
sure.
Go.
So we actually have, do you guys know a music group called M-Flow? I knew it! So M-Flow is coming, and it's their 20th anniversary, and they're presenting Oda Quest Live, which is powered by LTH USA. And it's their first performance ever in the USA, but they're also bringing some other fan favorite acts like Yushie and Teddy Lloyd, but also there's a couple others who have never performed in the U.S. as well as Nakata, which is a very well-known producer that's with Kiari Pamu Pamu. There's also, oh my gosh, I don't know how to pronounce it, but PCKZ is also the first time that they're performing in the U.S., and I know the group that's actually going to be producing this. It's LDH, and also a couple of my friends in Attack the Music have bringing up this project. It's going to be a really, really cool concert. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, you should probably be getting them, because M-Flow will be really cool. Teddy Lloyd's a cool... I've seen Teddy Lloyd before as well. Teddy is a very, very fun DJ act to look for. I'm really excited to see Nakata for the first time as well. I've been told great things about that. So that's up. And then more music that will be at Anime Expo is we just recently announced Mirai, which is a future Tokyo nightlife scene.
Hey,
that's
okay.
going to be at the Novo as well. That is going to be select DJs going in there. I think there's Voya, there's Hikei, there's two special guests that they haven't announced yet that
Yeah.
they'll probably announce, I think, during Anime Expo. That's kind of, again, going full circle that a lot of things get announced during Anime Expo weekend.
Okay.
So getting that mobile app and getting those push notifications are kind of what's going to help you on where you're going. Just last minute, really cool stuff kind of happens.
Good.
And whatnot. But in AX Dance, there's Connection, and we have our AX Dance DJ lineup that we also announced as well. We have our headliners are Moe Shop and Grimecraft. We have co-headliners Catfire and James Landino going on as well too. A lot of really great EDM stuff is happening at Anime Expo, and I really hope you guys have a taste for nightlife because it's going to be there.
Okay, good. All right, go into the chat really quick. Question from Biko Nicholas Poindexter Hodge. That is a long name. It's like Tiki Tiki Tembo no Sai. I'm not going there. Folks, what are we cosplaying as at Anime Expo, if anything? Sam?
You will see me cosplaying.
You're going to be cosplaying as a tired convention worker, is that correct?
I'll be in glasses, maybe makeup, and a lot of sweat.
Yeah.
And there's going to be some running shoes on my feet.
Okay.
And
So you're a tired convention worker. Congratulations. Yeah.
there'll be coffee in my hand.
That ain't coffee.
It's coffee, Andrew A. Landy.
What? I was going to
It
say...
just depends what time of night it
I was
is.
gonna
Inside
say-
the convention, at least.
I was going to
Yeah.
say it was a rock star or something. Jeez, you need something a little stronger than coffee. God, what do you take me for, people? Shelby, what are you cosplaying as?
I tried to start 5 costumes and I didn't finish.
Okay.
So I do want to do Ragdoll from My Hero Academia. I have half of that done. I did Nero from Fate Grand Order. And I started Nia from Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, and I started Haru from Persona 5, and I'm really don't.
Okay.
This is why she's so tired. She's
been
been
struggling
cosplaying
and
nonstop.
making it happen cosplay wise. Goes to anime convention he's been looking forward to all year. Con plague.
I love Anime Expo. I have a special place in my heart for Anime Expo, so I might just forego everything and just wear regular
But
clothes.
Shelby,
Because I love Anime Expo so much.
You know what, Shelby?
If I go to,
You're doing a disservice to society by not cosplaying.
Oh, jeez.
okay, in general, I think with Anime Expo, one of the biggest appeals is it brings so much of the actual anime industry. There's so many different guests and events that come straight. You can't get anywhere else in the world. I mean, well, in the world, but you cannot get anywhere else anytime.
In North America.
Yeah, there's so many conventions. I can cosplay whenever I want. But I mean, as fun as it would be to cosplay, because so many amazing cosplayers will be at Anime Expo, I really want to enjoy the unique things that Anime Expo has to offer. So I might forego cosplaying a little bit, which means I'll buy more clothes from local brands and wear that instead. Amocat
At
and
least one day. There's going to be at least one day during Anime Expo. It's not crazy. Please, Shelby, do the society of
Shelby will surprise everybody at Anime Expo time, whether she cosplays or not. So you'll have to be there to check it out. Which, by the way, folks, if you want to be there, you could win a 4-day badge to Anime Expo at the end of this show if you answer our trivia question correctly and also have shared out the stream. So make sure you have shared out the stream.
Share the stream! I'm tired of asking you. Anyway, but yeah, I'm also doing press for Anime Expo, so if you want to see any interviews with guests that I've set up, I will be recording them and posting them on the Anime Weekly page. So look forward to that.
Okay. I'm going to keep it real quick. For me, the cosplays I'm bringing out, Spike Spiegel will make another appearance because I brought that out this year. I actually got a new Spike suit. Archer from Fate Stay Night, because apparently I can't get enough of that character, and I'm actually having my outfit redone. And most people don't know this, but a handful of people know. I'm actually doing All Might.
What?
I'm doing some form of All Might. In some form. You guys don't know what it's for yet.
Daddy All Might?
Daddy All Might, indeed. So those are the 3 I've confirmed. I don't know if there's a 4th in there. We'll see what happens. We'll see what time permits. So that's me. There was another question, though, in the chat. I want to address this really quickly. Anime Expo just announced the Japanese beer garden. What's that all about?
What? it. Okay, so this is one of my favorite projects we've been working on for months. So it's actually like near the main events area. It's technically called the North Apron of the Los Angeles Convention Center. And so this is a space, a pretty large space. When we had Neon District last year, it was actually activated as a beer garden. And from there is where the small little snowball started rolling, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And so this year, starting on pre-show, which is July 4th and day 0, until the last night of con, which I believe is Saturday, July 7th, we'll be having from 6 p.m. to midnight a beer garden, which is very much inspired by, it's Japanese inspired, so there's going to be great food items for you to enjoy there. There's going to be Japanese liquors and Japanese beers and some Japanese inspired cocktails as well. And I've been designing the space, and please, just, give me some slack. I've been doing my best on it, but my inspiration of it is, if I was a hipster into Japanese culture that loved Studio Ghibli, where would I want to hang out during a summer night? And so a lot of the furnishing and the paper lanterns and whatnot, and some decor in there, and just kind of that whole interactive, being able to connect with other community members that are eating and drinking and whatnot, where I would kind of want to be on an evening where I've been shopping all day or cosplay all day. Where would I want to retire and be able to grab dinner or grab a drink with a friend at the end of the night?
Sounds pretty good. Yeah. Dizzy D is asking, will they have habusaki?
Habusaki. I do not think there will be habusaki. I think we had an announcement of some of the items that will be premiering there as well. There will be sake, actually.
There will be sake.
Junmai, actually.
Okay,
and
Junmai.
some Japanese whiskeys.
Ooh.
And some Japanese beers.
But, well, wait. You're telling me there's going to... I need a close-up on this real quick. Because you know what there's going to be over there, ladies and gentlemen? Beer!
Beer in a beer garden? No.
I'm sorry. I got dared to do that.
My favorite Japanese drinking, my favorite Japanese snack while I'm just enjoying an evening with beer, whatnot, takoyaki.
Takoyaki? Nice.
There will be a takoyaki stand.
Okay, good. So there's a lot of good food there, and gosh, this beer with good. So that
everything's
beer
Japanese inspired.
So what are the hours again for that?
6 p.m. to midnight.
Okay, good. 6 p.m. to midnight. All right. So we're getting closer towards the end of the show. Again, folks, it's not going to happen just yet. It's going to happen in a couple of minutes. But if you are watching this, make sure you have shared out the stream. And then make sure you're paying close attention. Because, folks, in a couple of minutes, we will run the trivia contest. One lucky winner will receive a 4-day badge to Anime Expo 2018. Yes, that is correct. A 4-day badge to Anime Expo 2018. Complimentary. You must share the stream out and make sure you win the trivia contest. Only one can win. We have
only one waifu to rule them all.
Oh, that's so
That could
terrible.
be you guys. Make sure you're sharing at the stream is public, because if it's not, then you won't win.
Right. So, do want to give a big thank you to Sami Speed for joining us here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me, guys.
Right.
I'm not worthy.
There's so much going on at Anime Expo, and it's massive to just take in the whole experience. Every year is always different. So, and you talked about our humble beginnings in the con scene, and
a long time ago.
It has, and then I also get to hear about Shelby's experiences too. So hearing it from another perspective and just the love of it all, it's just amazing to see what it's become. So that's my little nugget of joy here. My little keeping it real, folks, with everybody.
Yeah, no, it's just the community's great. Honestly, I'm so lucky that so far I've been a part of something really special for many years. I don't want to date myself either, Andrew.
Well, I mean, I don't want to date me either. I mean, I feel bad for the person who has to date me because that's a terrible thing to do.
Brianna.
Yeah, I know. I played with words there. That's fine.
So normally that's kind of why we drink about it. And so speaking of drinking, there's a couple other other nightlife activities you can do at Anime Expo as well.
Yes. Yeah. Cool.
I think Lounge 21 actually announced that there's going to be a party with Faku.
Whoa, nice.
Yes, on Friday night. That's actually going to be something really cool. There's a couple more DJs like Wild Party and whatnot, and other Japanese nightlife that will be there at Lounge 21 on Friday night, as well as a kind of 21 and up burlesque variety comedy show called After Hours.
Oh, hey.
There's a gentleman, his name's Steven D'Onofrio. He's my co-producer, also a dear friend of mine as well, who has been working tirelessly on the script and whatnot. And you know what? Come to the show, enjoy some burlesque, enjoy some Steven, enjoy meeting other people inside of this kind of intimate, luxury space and whatnot. And hey, if you hate it, at least you got a free drink,
Right.
on the house, because everyone who buys a ticket, you get a free drink. And it's quite interesting. Just watching the whole drinking crowd interact with each other. It's the community.
Right?
The community is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm going to give one quick shout out to one of my favorite panels at Anime Expo. And that is the Late Comedy Showdown.
Late Comedy Showdown!
Yes, shout outs to the team at the Late Comedy Showdown. Again, folks, if you ever fancied yourself a very funny person, can you bring the funny to the stage? It's one of the few events where you, the attendee, can actually join up, be on stage. It's stand-up comedy. A lot of it's a lot of good stuff. We've seen a lot of great people come out of it. The competition gets stronger every year. You know, you got a lot of veterans returning and a lot of new faces coming through. So again, stand-up comedy. If you're ever interested, there are tryouts. They will be listed on the Anime Expo schedule. And then day 2, I believe, is the finals night for the late competition. I might be hosting that. So, folks, if you want to have some fun with us, here's some really great nerd comedy. Whether it's from our awesome amateurs that are showing up, or it's from the awesome veterans that have come to try and take the crown of the Late Comedy Showdown champion. That's where to be. So, Shelby, can you tell me a panel that sticks out in your mind? Any of them?
So when I first moved here, I actually was in love with the Shoujo Beat panel.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Shoujo Beat.
So
Don't ever be sorry.
yeah, so I really love all the media panels and stuff like that, all the Viz panels, all the manga panels, things like that, because I really like knowing what's going to be the next big thing that they're going to release, they're going to license, and I really enjoy stuff like that. Industry panels make everything for me.
Shelby, you say so industry panels make everything for you. You keep very well connected within what's going on with the industry. It makes sense that you're the specialist on the show, honestly. I do all the connectivity, I'm going to be around all the peoples and get them all versed, and then I'm the dumb one on the team, but she knows everything. She knows everything. I bow to Shelby. I bow to Shelby. She knows.
I just go to a lot of panels.
That's good though. It's good. So.
But that's what Anime Expo is for. Is you can be you can be the person who just goes to a lot of people, who has a lot of fun, or if you want to go to all the panels, you can go to all the panels. That's what's great about Anime Expo.
Yes, dude. Thanks for you actually caught that. Nice.
But also the people too. Honestly,
yeah.
I don't think I'd be where I'm at today if I didn't meet the right people while attending Anime Expo or even volunteering at Anime Expo. Honestly, that it's great. It's fun. Everyone be safe. Drink water. Eat something.
Right.
Take a moment to sit down and rest and whatnot. And then, here's a quick shout out to those who are going to be partaking in partying and alcohol and whatnot. Be safe, guys. Take a moment to drink some water. Or, something that I always worry about too is it's the hotel parties that I worry about, or the pool deck parties when you're just being given a drink.
Traveling groups, buddy system. Be safe.
Yeah.
Have fun out there, guys. But most of all, take care of yourselves.
Please take care of yourself. Yeah. Have fun, but be in a group.
Enough mom and popping it. I think it's time. I think our viewers have been dying for this moment, folks. Can we get that Ric Flair music one more time before we go into Jeopardy? It's about time for that big announcement. That's right, folks. An AX 2018 4-day badge is up for grabs. That's right, it's trivia time, folks. If you share it out the stream and you can answer the one trivia question that we have for you, you will be the winner of the AX 2018 badge. Indeed. Shelby will be the judge of who it is, right? Is that correct? Are we doing
That's
this?
fair. I was going to ask Sammy about a good question to pick from something we've said
Yes.
that we can do trivia for them on.
Okay, so there's a bunch of questions that are on Sammy's notepad right here. So we're going through. I don't know. I have no idea what it is, and of course I can't win anyway. But folks, the first person to answer in the chat correctly about the trivia question, as soon as it's asked, the first person, and Shelby will call out the winner. Make sure, folks, by the way, that if you can't go to Anime Expo, please don't take the opportunity away from somebody who desperately wants to go. If you can't go to Anime Expo, please don't play spoiler. Make sure somebody who can go can actually win the ticket. That's my plea for you guys. So if you can't go, please don't take it away from anybody else. Make sure that if you can't go, step out. That's fine. We totally understand it, but that's okay. So they are debating right now on what question we're going off of. Okay. I think, are we ready?
Yes, we're ready.
Okay. As soon as the question is asked, Shelby, you will call out the winner. All right. Sam, are you ready to ask the question?
Yes, actually, so
Go.
can anyone answer how many years has any song been a part of Anime Expo?
How many years?
How many years? First one to comment with the right answer gets the Anime Expo 4-day pass.
All right. Trivia contest is on, folks. I want to give a quick shout out to Anime Expo as well as NERDBOT here again. Again, folks, make sure you have followed the NERDBOT page, like it. Make sure you like the Anime Weekly page as well. Make sure you are sharing out the stream.
Lamar Harris.
No, he doesn't count.
He doesn't count?
No, he
Sorry,
doesn't
Lamar
count.
Harris.
Cheater.
Does he not really count? Because then it's Kazuki. Kazuki.
Kazuki.
Is it Kazuki Deng?
It's Kazuki.
The
Kazuki
winner
Deng.
is verified. Kazuki Deng, you
For
are the
3
winner.
years.
Yep.
With the correct answer of 3
3
years,
years.
Kazuki Deng is the winner. Kazuki Deng, congratulations. You have won a complimentary 4-day badge to Anime Expo 2018. Give yourself a round of applause. What we need from you, just give us your first and last name and a valid email address. Is that correct?
Yes, I just need a first name, last name, valid email address, and we'll have that confirmation code sent straight to you, and you will understand where to pick up your badge on site. But actually, so don't worry, RFID, a lot of, I think almost 70% of badges are being mailed out this year for the very first time.
Oh my God! What?
Yeah!
That is so good. So good.
LionCon has been dying a little bit more.
I'm
a
just.
bit.
Oh, I see what you put on there. You troll, you. Again, good job for everybody who tried. Kazuki Deng. Okay, so message the Anime Weekly page, first and last name, and valid email. I will forward that along to Sammy, and we will get that all processed, and we will let you know where to go. You are indeed the champion for tonight. Folks, we're gonna go. We're gonna keep going for just a little bit longer because, quite honestly, like this has been interesting to hear about what Anime Expo is doing, just the innovations that have been made. I remember going back in 2005, and Anime Expo tends to fall on my birthday weekend. It doesn't this year, actually.
That's right!
Yeah, so normally AX falls on my birthday.
If you know where a good birthday party is at, ask Andrea
No,
Landy.
don't say that. Now people are like, yeah, now I have a standard to live up to. No, I want to celebrate my birthday in quiet.
Well, thank goodness it's like the 4th through the 8th because
Right.
your birthday's on the 1st.
Yeah, so my birthday.
You got that now.
Yes, so
Get it back. You're welcome.
well, no, I actually have not celebrated my birthday in over like 10 years because it falls during Anime Expo.
We celebrating it this year, though.
We are? Mm-hmm. I'm not aware of that. That's cool. Anyway, folks, producer Rob's giving me a heart. Thanks. I can tell you, like, safely, I've been at AX since 2005, back when it was in Anaheim. So I've seen this con evolve and grow. I mean, they're the ones that was my first staffing volunteer job, was running a game at the Forum meet and greet in 2007 of all things.
The
And
AX meet and greet, I remember that.
and that sparked off this whole chain of events that invariably led me to NERDBOT. And I'm still running stuff at AX. I'm still involved with the Late Comedy Showdown, and I'm still able to host a lot of things as well. So, folks, if you have not been to Anime Expo, or even if you've only gone for a couple of years, keep going, keep supporting. I know it might be rough. It's a high. It is a steep price for some, but the memories you make at AX, they're invaluable.
Guys, do Andrew a favor if you see him, buy him a drink. If you see Shelby, do her a favor, buy her something nice. Probably her favorite waifu, or one of the cores, one of the Love Live girls, or a ticket to go see some more music.
Yes.
Shoot.
Thank you.
Yeah. They're great humans. Treat them right.
Okay, good stuff. Like, I'm looking back at the chat right now. Even people, one of the great things, it's community-wise, people are asking who may need room space for AX too. Even opening up to random congoers who may not have gotten room space.
It's
That's
actually
great.
really fun just meeting strangers and rooming with them. That's how you make a lot of your friends.
Yes. Okay.
Utahime's in the chat too.
Utahime is in the chat.
She's a cosplay senpai.
That's one of the great
Am I
things.
right?
Yeah, she's a
Yes.
guest.
She is a cosplay guest, a cosplay senpai. One of the things also that was asked earlier, before I forget, are the cosplay backdrops back at AX this year?
The cosplay sets are there.
Okay,
correct.
good.
You'll find them in the entertainment hall, which is West Hall LACC as well.
Okay, so
And then badge pickup. If you are buying your badge past the shipping date, you can pick up your badge in front of the West Hall, which is Gilbert Lindsay Plaza.
Gilbert Lindsay Plaza. Okay, very good.
That's correct. I'm hoping it should be a lot smaller of a line this year because everyone has their badge shipped out.
Badges
There's
mailed,
also RFID, so it should be a lot faster. The only thing that's going to slow everyone down is bag check. Because security is it's a big deal. This is the day and age we're at right now, guys. It's a scary time, but it's also a cool time. Like, Anime Expo's got one of the best communities ever. But those are some of the highlights.
All right, it's good. I mean, like the badges being mailed out were great. My app closed, so I had to reopen it. It's fine. I can't say enough. Like for me this year, AX, most of it because I can't legally announce it yet. This is the most ambitious year I'm about to have for AX with the slew of things that have been put on my plate. If people thought I was busy in years past, I will not exist. Lena Wen though does say if indeed you see Sami Speed, tell her to rest and drink water.
Lena's one of my volunteers.
Okay,
she is the queen of telling me to sit my ass down.
Very good. Greg Hammer is asking where to pick up schedules and lanyards.
There is that's actually going to be swag pickup. Swag pickup, if I can remember correctly. I can't remember at the top of my head. Please go to anime-expo.org. There is maps, and swag is going to be in an area, I believe, if you're facing the convention center and you're in Gilbert Lindsay Plaza, you'll be going to the right side. So more towards like Staples Center. Okay. I would like to say where swag pickup will be. Okay.
Good stuff. Okay. I think it's about time we end up wrapping up the show, folks. Again, I do want to thank Sami Speed, the head of the interactive experience at Anime Expo. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Where should we follow you, and what should we be doing?
I have an Instagram, so please follow me at Sami_Speed.
Okay. And of course, for Anime Expo, what things should we be following for Anime Expo?
For Anime Expo, I manage AMVs, AX Dance, After Hours, Maid Cafe, Butler Cafe, Manga Lounge, and Quiet Lounge. Game show.
I need a manga lounge right now.
And last but not least, Lounge 21.
You might find me there every now and then.
Lounge 21's lit.
Okay. So that's where to follow. Make sure we download the app, correct?
Yeah, download the app, guys.
What app is it? What do we download?
It is the Anime Expo app, and you can find it with Android or iPhone users easily. Just open up your app store, and you can find it the AX 2018 app for this year. It is live. Go get it.
Nice. Shelby, where can the fans follow you?
You can follow me at Anime Weekly, Facebook Anime Weekly, or you can follow me at The Bombshell Cosplay or Shelby McWeeb on Twitter.
All right, folks. I'm going to give one last shout out, by the way, to Everybody, please come to the community stage in the Entertainment Hall Friday the 6th at 7 for an amazing performance by the Core Dance Crew, and go to their panel Cosplay and Dance Saturday at 5:30 p.m. My name is Andrew J. Alandi. You can find me at Andrew J. Alandi on Instagram. Folks, that is it for tonight's edition of Anime Weekly. For those who will be seeing at TitanCon, please do not hesitate. Come up and say hi to us. We'd love to meet you. And for everybody else, we'll see you next week for another episode of the Kawaii Philosophy at Anime Weekly. Take care, guys. Good night.